Hey, so you guys have seen plenty of Derrick Henry and plenty of Lamar Jackson separately. Well, what's it going to be like trying to deal with them together?
They got, obviously that's a lot of talent in the backfield, but it's all about us staying disciplined, doing our 111th and just corralling to the ball. It's going to take all of us to bring them down, and so that's our mentality, just swarm to the ball and make a play together.
Can you guys use similar concepts with both guys? I know they're a lot different runners, but are the concepts to stop them similar?
Like, what do you mean?
I mean, in terms of whatever your game plan is against Derrick Henry, and I know I'm kind of straying into things you can't reveal, but is there anything similar, or is it really, when you stop Lamar Jackson or stop Derrick Henry on the ground, the game plan is so totally different that you're worrying about a lot of things going into this game?
Yeah. I mean, they have a lot of weapons, and they can do a lot of things with their offense. They don't necessarily have to build it the same as everybody else because they don't always have to hand it off because Lamar can just take it himself. And so it'll be a challenge in itself just to stop one of them, and have them both will make it a little more difficult. But as long as we stay within our fundamentals, stay within our lanes, and do our jobs, we'll have all those gaps covered and swarm to the ball and make a play.
With all the new guys behind you, you actually have a lot of guys that haven't faced both of them, even though you face, as a team, these guys a lot. Is there a lot of conversations in the room about, okay, this is what you do with Derrick, this is what we do with Lamar, in terms of just being able to play the guys individually as runners?
Going into details like that, I wouldn't say we've gotten into it too much when it comes to just talking about the other team. We like to keep it about us and keep about what we do well. And I'd like to think that we have the same mentality as every single game, and we're just gonna, like I said, swarm to the ball. And of course, it's going to take more than one guy at times to bring them down, and that's the point of running to the ball and get them down together and gang tackle.
Sean talked about Derrick being in Baltimore as a marriage made in heaven. Like, just the physical style of running. Does that kind of see what you guys have seen on film of playing to his strengths and the O-line strengths too?
Yeah, no, they're a team that definitely prides themselves on physicality. Downhill running is definitely what he specializes in, and being physical and big, strong back like that. And so, it's definitely being stressed on just what he's capable of. But we're just, like I said, harping on our fundamentals of what we can do great to be able to stop him.
On an island, one guy or the other, which one would you prefer to have to tackle if you're by yourself?
I'll take both of them. I'll tackle both. I have no preference. They're both hard to take down, but I'll bet on me.
Cool. Thanks, AJ. Appreciate it, man.
No
Appreciate it.
Vaughn has talked a couple times about, this offseason just being like dark, right? Like the questions, the adversity, like coming back. To see the kind of fun he's having in these 3 games, what's that like as a teammate, to see how much he's enjoying himself?
Yeah, it's last year was definitely had to be a challenge for Vaughn with just trying to come back from a brutal injury. That's something tough you have to fight back from, and takes time to heal mentally and physically. And I've seen how people talk to him and things like that, and it's just discouraging at times. And I'm sure for himself it was discouraging, but he's such a guy that he's able to block off the noise, stay focused, and that's exactly what he's done. Vaughn is Vaughn Miller. You know what I mean? He's been doing this for a long time. He's got so much experience with it, and now that knee's feeling better, we're seeing him back to his normal self. And it's as his teammate and as his brother, it's something I love to see, because you see that smile on his face again, and he's just got the juice like he's always had.
I remember talking to Daquan before the Steelers playoff game about physicality, and obviously D-line always wants to play physical. When you go up against the Ravens and knowing this, Daquan called it the game is a man whooping another man. Knowing these physical games against the Ravens, does it bring a little bit more juice knowing like it's going to be a battle at the front line? Sean said they dominate the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, no, this is definitely going to be a battle in the trenches. They got a lot of big guys up front. We have a lot of big guys up front, and that's it's going to come down to who controls the line of scrimmage. Whoever can, we're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball. You just got to dominate the front and try to make some plays.
What was it like last week having DeJuan in the mix for the first time in a regular season game?
Yeah, it's good to have Smoot back. It's been a lot of fun with him through camp, and we missed him through the first 2 games. But there's a lot of things he can do great, and we're really happy to have him back.
Appreciate your time.
Thanks so much.